Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new piercing fail reaction video. Hi everyone, what is the tea? What is the Darjeeling, the Lapsang Souchong, the Scotland Assam Earl Grey? What shall I say is the tea? And today we're delving back into the world of that's it, I'm piercing shaming. I haven't done one of these for a long time because the Facebook group that I was using to get the content from kind of died off a bit, but it's back and this time it's personal. And yes, if you are new to the channel, hello, my name is Roly, tattoo, piercing, Reddit, weirdo here on the internet. So subscribe to my side of the world. There's a QR code on the screen here if you're watching on a TV. Scan your phone and subscribe to the channel. But yes, we're delving back into the world of piercing shaming. And of course, a massive shout out to my gorgeous Patreons who get some exclusive content, keeps my channel thriving and surviving, and sees lots of unblurred things, uncensored, all the things raw. And with all that being said, let's not beat around the bush and get on with these piercing shaming. I don't know what's happening this morning. Oh God, what now? Oh gee, look at the angles. No, stop it. What on earth was, wait, we need to watch like, wait. At what point does like you wearing one glove make sense to begin with? Why would you not wear two? Oh, just one. One glove, just one. I'm Michael Jackson, just one. And also, can you please tell me what angle this is? At what point did this person ever think that they were qualified to do septum piercings? What on earth is this angle? What is this angle? What angle is this? What God, it's so stupid. What angle is that? Okay, come on then. Oh God. Jesus Christ, that needle looks thick as well. That looks like a really thick needle. Oh, stupid. So low down the nose. Like oh God. She looks like she's been through hell and back. Mavis is ready to commit murder. What? Disgraceful. That is absolutely disgraceful. That was disgraceful. That fully would have gone through cartilage. The needle looks really thick. That needle looks thick. But the angle, like, what? I've never, we've seen some funky piercings, right, over the time. And then there's things like this. What are you doing?
Cocaine, heroin.
I love that this page even has their like telephone. I'm not going to put it on the screen, but like they have their telephone number to book for them. This is not something that you should be doing. This goes viral on the internet. You are going to get bombarded with people being like, what the f are you doing? Oh, that ludicolo. Oh God. So person getting a Daith piercing. Okay, lovely. That's what there is not space for you to be putting those massive, oh God. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh, you are, you literally just pulled that whole Daith out of the, oh my God.
I think I'm gonna die in this house.
Oh, that would have hurt so bad. That would have been so painful. That would have been so painful. Ugh. I want to keep in mind, right, this kind of looks like she's pierced like the outside of her ear. She's not. This is a Daith piercing, which is the little, in the center bit here, goes actually inside the ear canal. Like it's quite far in when you get it pierced, really. And she's pulled it out and rested it on the outside of the ear. I can't begin to really express to you, if you've not had a Daith piercing before, how wrong this is and how painful that would have been to this person who's getting pierced. I love the corn on the cob earrings, very cute, but that's wild. A lot of the time when it comes to piercings, how you treat it in the first like week or so is kind of how it's gonna behave in your body a lot of the time. So if you have a piercing and you start it with a lot of trauma, chances are it probably will have problems, it might reject. The fact that you had it with such issue and it got basically pulled out of your ear from the very beginning, it's probably gonna reject. Balmy schwiez. When someone says a belly button piercing doesn't hurt, but it's literally the worst pain to feel, I will admit, I actually thought my belly button piercing was really painful. Mine was really painful.
You're pathetic. Be a man.
Okay, she's getting the belly button pierced. You bitch!
Relax, keep breathing.
Breathe.
It's done.
I mean, I think that is a bit much, but sure. At least she's staying still, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, now you're doing too much. Now you're doing too much. Things might hurt and you might make a little bit of a grunt, because even when I get tattooed, sometimes I grunt or something because it's like a bit painful, especially like the armpit, stomach area. You can't just scream at the top of your lungs, what's going on? And I said, you're hurting me. Maybe don't call the piercer a bitch.
How dare you speak to Mummy like that?
Like at first I was like, yeah, fine, sure. But then she took it too far. She took it too far.
Okay. Don't hit me, okay?
Don't hit me, okay? Yeah, sorry, that's too much. It's too much. Imagine being someone else who's inside that piercing studio or tattoo studio, whatever that is, and like you can hear the person in the place just screaming. If you're new to, like, if I heard that, I'd be like, okay, someone's being dramatic. But if it was someone who's not got many piercings or someone's new to it, and all they can hear is like a client inside screaming at the top of their lungs, I would actually be in the office going, what's going on?
Shut up.
She was killed inside the piercing studio. But I do think belly button piercing actually hurt more than people say. I am terrified. So this is some screenshots of a TikTok. Day 1, made my own bar out of a needle cut with 2 earrings, glued what? Glued? You've made a bar from a sewing needle with 2 earrings glued to it. Miss Lingos, what are these people doing, my baby? What are they doing? She's insane. She got a sewing needle and glued balls to it. So day 6, got a real bar, switched the bar immediately, relief, pain 3 out of 10, swelling 5, still trusting. And her tongue is like basically mold. Like, oh my God, you know full well that person's breath is vile. God, what are people doing? I'm gonna have to try to like search on TikTok to try and find this actual video to put in like one next, like one in like a next TikTok piercing file or something. Imagine piercing your own tongue with a sewing needle and just gluing some bits of jewelry to it. You've put glue in like a freshly pierced hole. I'm hoping it was like eyelash glue or something at least, not like super glue, because that would have gone in. Imagine getting super glue inside a new like Oh, I can't. These people are so unwell. Your tongue should never look like that. That literally looks like gangrene. Like your tongue should never look that rotted. Rotten. Rotten.com. Unhinged. Again, this is natural selection. When you're literally gluing piercings together with sewing needles, with gluing them into your tongue, like it's just fully natural selection. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, so what's going on here? This person's getting, is there sound? I feel like this probably, it's all these just generally have music in. This person's getting... Oh my God! Oh, wait a minute, we're gonna start this again. This is the stretchy lady, but she's doing a septum piercing instead. So again, like normal, you're putting your gloves on for protection, whatever, and then you've like grabbed his head, grabbed his hat, which his hat's probably quite dirty, grabbed his chin. It's the reason COVID spreads. So this person's doing a, like, first of all, I don't know where this is piercing. This is not in any way, shape or form the sweet spot. You can see how low down here they're getting it done. What? What is this? Wonk. Wonk. Wonk-a-jonk-a. God's sake. God's sake. How low down in the nose that was? That was not the sweet spot. Oh, he's crying. Jesus Christ, the positioning of that. Oh God, I'm surprised you can even screw the ball on. You're gonna show us close up, girl? You're gonna show us what it looks like? Oh, dry your eyes, mate. I know it's hard to take, but your septum is crooked. Don't ever get it done again. Oh, it's so stupid. I don't even know what even checking was that? She basically just did it. Wait, like, what? Oh, God's sake. And again, it's the way that like she had the needle pressed up against the skin and then like pushed it kind of like this. It was like wobbly. Deranged. People of Thailand, please go to someone better. Stop going to this woman. Okay. Oh, God, they're speaking Spanish, I think. These piercing studios have lost their goddamn mind. 13 piercings in one go. No fear. She came, she pierced, she conquered. No, there was no conquering here. The only conquering thing the only thing that happened here was damage to the ear. Oh, God's sake. So she's got, I think it was a tragus to begin with, then a conch, then an upper earlobe, another upper earlobe, a third upper earlobe, a fourth upper earlobe. So the whole area is going to be so swollen. A vertical tragus. What else is... So that's one ear. And she's getting a Daith on the other side. Upper lobe. Another upper lobe. Another upper lobe. Maybe that could be close to helix. Another upper... So getting 4 on it. It's stupid. Absolutely oh, and a dermal on the neck. And a belly button. Stop!
That's enough.
Deranged! I wasn't counting. Deranged! Totally deranged! Totally deranged! Totally deranged! I will say this over and over again until the cows come home. Your body is like a computer.
I'm a computery guy.
Your computer only has so much memory, some RAM, whatever. If I was on my computer and I opened up 50 different programs on my computer, the computer would start to struggle. It would glitch. It would probably crash and freeze. Explode! Your body's literally the same. The more you do to yourself, the more and more your body will struggle to handle it. 3 maximum should be the thing. I always say only get 2, but 3 is the maximum. To do 13. It wasn't like she was getting like easy piercings as well. Getting like a dermal here and a belly button, which can be difficult to heal on its own. I don't understand how these studios are so happy to film themselves doing this and putting it so freely on the internet as if like everyone's going to be like, yeah, so good, Maeva, well done, you killed her. Social media has not only rotted a lot of younger people's brains, it's also destroyed so much of the professionalism when it comes to body modification and like other sides as well. Like, even like the art world, just, you know, people making like short films, like so much of like the internet, the way that it works now has really destroyed so many industries because of this the way that it's like completely rotted people's brains. I feel stupid half the time now saying go to professionals. I mean, I still always say go to professionals. Now half the professionals are doing shit like this.
You must be punished.
I think I'm gonna die in this house. I think I'm gonna die in this house. What is that? Your piercing's not rejecting, your piercing's being enveloped into your body. Like, Jesus Christ. Again, it's one of those, I don't know how you've left it to that stage to like, if that was me, the first thing I would be doing is to try to get some kind of medical intervention. And it's like, I'm gonna go ask the internet and wait for responses. Like, just go to A&E, like go to a doctor, go to something. It's fully just like, oh. Please guys, please, in an emergency, anything where your health is involved, please go and just seek professional help. Go to a doctor, go to A&E, even go to a piercer, go somewhere. Don't just sit at home filming yourself with captions over being like, is this infected? Like, go and get help. It's the same way that like, it's always not a good idea to chat GPT, you know, a doctor, like, don't chat GPT like health problems because it's probably going to give you all bad advice, probably tell you you're dying of cancer. Don't Google symptoms, like just go to a doctor. I feel like every time we just say like, oh, I don't know, the side of my hip hurts. You have hip cancer.
How festive.
Jesus Christ. Hang on, wait. So it says, don't use butterfly back earrings on your piercings. Absolutely. This is what I've been telling you for so long. And this person has a butterfly back on the top of their helix. I'm going to have to do some like very clever blurring, but the whole top of this person's ear is completely swelly-schwiez. It is absolutely enormous. And I don't know, I'm assuming it's probably done with a piercing gun. It's very rare that you see this type of jewelry outside of piercing guns. Cartilage, piercing guns. Do you see all these people on TikTok and all these things being like, oh, I do my ears all the time and nothing ever happens? Trust me, they're a rarity. Using piercing guns on cartilage up the top of your ear like this, because the jewelry, there's no needles involved. So it's just the jewelry and the jewelry just gets forced through your ear. Blunt force trauma rips the cartilage open, shatters the cartilage, and causes things like this. If you ever see someone using piercing guns, kill them.
Oh, good lord.
What's happened? Oh my god. When the theme is buttons. Oh my god, are you sewing? Oh my god, she's sewing the... Oh. So I'm assuming she's got piercings in her ears and she's deciding to sew on buttons like in her ear piercings. I mean, sure, but if you're cutting the ends off like that as well, like, how are you getting it out? But that would drive me insane. Imagine someone pulled on that. But the thing is, because the thread is so thin and someone pulled on it, the thread might not snap. Like the thread might not snap. It might actually just like pull through your ears. Like, sure, do this at your own risk, girl. I don't think the thing is though, like maybe because I'm just a grumpy old bastard, but I don't think it actually looks that cute. I think it just looks a bit odd. I don't know. Does it look cute? What? Wait, what's going on? What? This ear body piercings. This is some kind of advertisement here for something, like for some piercing studio somewhere. And one of the images they've got is a baby with cheek piercings? A baby with cheek piercings? What a disgraceful advert. If you're scared of needles but love piercings, watch this. When she calmed, we did the piercing swift and smooth. Okay, so this person's... We sat together breathing... Oh God, what? What's happening? It's positioned horrifically. What? What? Is it... First, hang on. These gloves, right? Don't even look like... They look like gloves that you would wear when you're like eating spicy food or something. Or like, these kind of look a little bit like sometimes my friend will bleach her hair like white and something. And she'll wear gloves like this. But then she's like holding, she's kind of doing, but then she's like rubbing the girl's arm. So she's got her gloves on. She's done the piercing really badly done. And then like, she's like rubbing her arms with her gloves and then gone back to piercing. Like, what's the point? This is what I mean. I don't understand how people don't understand how germs work. Gloves like that don't repel dirt. They're to act as a barrier between you and the client. So like, if you touch other things, your gloves are going to then pick up the dirt from that. Like the gloves aren't like germ repellent. So rubbing her arms like that and then going back, you basically might as well not even wear gloves. It's just silly. And look how badly positioned it is. No wonder she was, if you're tired of careless piercers, DM to book your next piercing and you do everything wrong. Fool! Idiot! Are you tired of bad peers as well? Come to me, because I'm also bad. Shut up and take my money. Someone said these gloves are used for making bread. Like, what? Yeah, those gloves, like, I've seen people use those gloves, but it's always been to do like eating spicy food or to like dye their hair. I've never seen people use those gloves to like do body modification. Oh God. These ones, this is the thing. When a lot of the times, right, when you do these kind of videos, I normally focus more on like TikToks and videos that we react to, and it's the same with the tattoos. When you actually just look at like photos, you actually sometimes get a lot more like gnarly things. What the hell is that? Look at that. What is that? That belly button bar is way too big. Like that is going to be way too heavy. I don't know what that is. If you're going to have fun jewelry, have at least just one side of it. Don't put two big pieces of jewelry on top and bottom because it's just asking to be ripped out. Is my piercing rejecting? The first pick is when I had it done. The second pick is now. I don't know how you look at that and don't realize it's rejecting. I don't know what it literally looks like. It's been held on by like scabs. It doesn't even look like it's being held on by skin. It looks like it's being held on by scabs. I don't know why people need to tell you that that's rejecting. How is that comfortable? That must be so painful all the time. And look, she's got like, it looks like there's some like jeans open like over the belly button piercing, whatever. Because that jewelry is so big, how does that not just constantly rub against your jean? Well, I mean, it probably did. It would have. Like, I don't know how it wouldn't have been so uncomfortable. Not every single type of jewelry or like, even like me, contact lenses. I don't wear these out and about. I wear these for like my YouTube, maybe at events and stuff. I don't wear these on my everyday life. I use it like clothes. There are certain items of clothing I wear when I go out. I buy clothes sometimes. It sits in my wardrobe and I wear it like a few times a year at special events. And I feel the same about certain types of jewelry. Certain bits of jewelry are cool for an event, but actually not for real life because this might be a bit uncomfortable. And I see it like this. You can wear these kind of things if you want for like a one-off event. You could say to me, oh, how do you know she's wearing it all the time? The fact that she's got it in now when the piercing looks so angry says to me she's wearing it all the time. It'd be like wearing Wellington boots to the gym. Okay, so this is someone's getting, oh, for God's sake. What are they doing? Never in my life have I ever seen like a piercing studio or a tattoo artist, or a tattoo studio allowing the client to open up the package with the needle in it. But also, I mean, I don't know why I'm acting like they're going to be professional. They're doing a scoop piercing on this girl's tongue. Like, what? Also, like, lovely using the pen directly on the tongue. Disgusting. Like, what? What? Oh, for God's sake. How is this still being done? I don't understand how this is still being done. All this is going to do is when that rejects, you're going to have a huge, because obviously, again, this is a surface piercing and they've put a curved barbell in a surface piercing, which you don't do. That is going to reject. And you're just going to be left with all along here, a long hard scar, which is gonna have like, again, scarring isn't soft. Scars are hard. So you're gonna have that hard like lump because that's going to reject. Like that is literally, no, you'd never be able to convince me that that would stay in someone's mouth. I'm sure there might be some weird cases where it's been stayed in, but good for you, Sandra. But the majority of people who have this is going to reject, and you're gonna get massive scars on your tongue. Okay, so what's this person's getting another septum piercing. There is way too much music here. So get ready, girl. Oh, God, was there actually any checking then? Oh God. Help me! I don't know why that voice came out then. Oh God, she's having it. Oh, she's going for it. Ooh. Almost like cut her eyes open. Like, what was that? Ouch! The way he brought those scissors up there, like, what? The way that he brought those gloves, the way that he brought those scissors near this girl's eye, like, what? This is like everything you shouldn't do. Oh God, like, what? There was basically zero checking as to where that septum piercing was going as well. But look, the way that he put, like, how was that? Hello, let me stab you in the eye. Go, come for a septum piercing, lose an eyeball. God's sake, thank you. And that was how she went blind. Pain is temporary, swag is forever. Oh God, she's getting a. So you just got, wait, what? Hang on, there's a sound. There's probably sound. Hang on. Oh, it's just music. So this person's getting a belly button piercing, but it felt like that was really high up, like the stomach. Hang on, wait, listen to me. Pain is temporary, swag is forever, and also scars are forever. The thing is, right, I have quite a deep belly button, but when I got my belly button tattooed, my tattooer, who was like, I have to go quite deep. Your belly button went in far. And I was like, oh, here we go. She's a deep, hard, gaping crevice. Oh, we'd like to see my gaping orifice. But this belly button looks kind of almost like flat. It's almost on borderline and outy. So obviously it's a bit more tricky to pierce because there's going to be less sort of skin to be able to sort of get into the hole. Because obviously with mine, I had my belly button pierced for 10 years. I had a lot of deepness in it. So the piercing was able to go inside and it felt more like a regular piercing rather than a surface one. Belly buttons do kind of borderline go, aside from eyebrow piercings, they're kind of like normal piercings / surface piercings depending on your anatomy. This to me seems more like a surface piercing than a belly button piercing, but it does feel like quite high up. But then I guess there's not really much of a divot for it to kind of sit in anyway. So, but also I will say that bar looks way too short. I don't know. I just feel like, unfortunately, some people's anatomy doesn't work very well with certain piercings. If you do have more of like a flat or an outy belly button, it's going to be a lot more difficult for you to have a belly button piercing and for it to sit in, stay in comfortably. Mine stayed in for 10 years and it wasn't rejecting. I only took it out because I kind of just fell out of love with it.
It's making him look terribly gay.
I think with belly button piercings, it's definitely one of those ones that you have to have the right anatomy for it. You can still get it done if you really want to, but your rejection rate and your migration's probably going to be a lot higher, like of a percentage of a chance of happening. Me, since I discovered that piercings don't really hurt that bad. What is it? What the what? Oh, for God's sake. Not the... Oh, and those needles were going painfully close to moles. Oh, God. Look at the eye twitch. Oh, girl. Oh, it's her. That's her. We saw her in, I think, was it the last one? She was doing herself like 3 anti-eyebrow piercings. This is ludicrous. I'm sorry. This is ludicrous. What are you doing? Please go to therapy. Where are your parents? Where is something? Like, what? I'm sorry, please someone in this girl's life please get professional help. I'm not gonna make jokes. I'm not gonna jump around like a crazy person for this bit. This isn't piercing play. This isn't going to a studio and having like a nice design on your body. We're not gonna glorify this.
You should really stop this.
Oh, Jesus. I'm not waiting a year to change this boring piercing. Well, first of all, you should probably just take that out anyway. Look at that. That is so like forward. Well, first of all, you don't need to say, industrial piercings do take a long time to heal. You don't need to wait a year to change it, unless your piercing is really angry. But then I would say after an entire year, if your piercing is still really swollen and angry, maybe don't have it. You do not need to wait a year to change an industrial piercing. However, that is incredibly long. Like there is no need for a bar that, what I don't even know what a bar is used for that long. Like why is it even bars made that long? I don't really understand what that's for. Like what's that for? What part of your body requires a bar to be that long?
My ass.
Where would you pierce on that requires a bar that long? Piercers of the community, where on earth would you use a bar of that kind of length? Size queen! Like, I don't know where would you put that? That front part where the forward comes up here is so far forward. Also, it's like it's angled this way. Instead of like being angled normally, but like an industrial, it's almost like it's angled like that. What is that? What? Someone says, might as well change it now. Won't last a year anyway. And that's the Darjeeling. It's a new fan, so it's a bit stiff. It won't flip properly. Come on. My life's so hard. I can't flick my fan properly.
Don't cry.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh my God. She doesn't hate. Wait, what? What is shop owner? He is lucky I don't call the health department and I have his whole building condemned for gross negligence. Am I overreacting for demanding they put a full plastic surgery reconstruction of $5,000 settlement for our pain and suffering? Well, I don't think you'll need plastic surgery, ma'am. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to like kind of blur some of it because it is a little bit too gnarly. But this girl has got a belly button piercing and they've got like a long straight bar inside this belly button. The whole area is like bright red, looks bruised. The top half is like scabby. There's a massive hypertrophic scar to the left of it. Could be borderline keloid. I don't know what's going on. Like what's going on? This is when stuff like this happens, I don't know how much the consent form really plays into it because every time we go get body modification, you will sign like some kind of consent form to say that you're responsible for like the healing process. You agree to have it done to you. Obviously, you accept the risk because sometimes it is risks when it comes to body modification. But I don't know how far those consent forms go when it comes to stuff like this because the incorrect jewelry. So the person doing the modification hasn't done it correctly, not because there was like a normal mistake that some people do make. This is, I've done it wrong because I clearly don't know what I'm doing.
You negligent monster.
Because no licensed piercer would ever put a straight bar in a belly button piercing. I don't know where the consent forms kind of lie of like, oh no, this has gone too far now. But yes, straight to the doctor. I mean, I guess if they're saying dollars, so this will be America. Obviously, healthcare in America isn't free. It's manual plastic surgery, but you'll definitely be paying a lot of money in the doctors to get antibiotics, get it taken out, cleaned, potential, you know, medicine that you might need. I don't know. Please, please, please do your research where you're going to get your piercings. Make sure you look at all different types of reviews on the internet because that is gnarly, which makes me feel like this has probably happened to other people as well, not just this one person. Would you do this piercing? Oh God, this person's getting an anti-eyebrow. I personally wouldn't because the rejection rate is really high and I wouldn't want a scar like along my face here, thank you. So person's getting a lovely anti-eyebrow. So why is this piercing shaming though? Because I mean, it's a normal piercing. For God's sake. Okay, now I know why. They've used a curved barbell. Like, again, you don't use curved barbells and surface piercings. That's just gonna come out. You need an actual staple bar, not a curved barbell like this, thank you. No, it is a flat surface. You don't put curved barbells. You've made a straight hole and now you've bent it with a curved, no. And also, I want to say as well, I'm gay! There's no room for swelling either. Areas like this will swell, but the bar is completely flat against the skin. There's nothing exposed whatsoever. That is going to swell. Get ready for your gnarly scar, girls. Jesus, what we are having a belly button piercing infection resurgence. So this person has a belly button piercing and for some bizarre reason, it's more like a low, this is a surface piercing. This isn't a navel piercing. This isn't a belly button piercing. This is a stomach piercing. They've got a ball closure ring in it. Ball closure rings are hard to use in like the best of times on the earrings. Like having to use the tool to open up. Like it's very difficult to use ball closure rings. I never use them because I hate how difficult they are to put in and out. Let alone on a belly, on a stomach.
This will kill you.
To get that out and to use the tool is going to be so unbelievably painful to do that now because of what... Oh, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. I could not imagine anything worse than getting this done. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Vile plume. Please take that out. Never, ever put hoops like this in a surface piercing. The only ever time that people put hoops and stuff like this is if they're doing like a corset piercing. They might put some on their back, put the cord, because they put hoops in it. They'll put a corset in there, take the photos, and then take them out. This has obviously been lived with. You can clearly see by the redness. Take it out. Never, ever put hoops like this. Or closure rings, horseshoe bars, any of the stuff in surface piercings. You were just asking for scars and infections. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was how she died. Oh God. Is this AI? Is this real? The thing is, right, I don't know. The thing is that this person's getting some henna tattoo on their belly, right, and it's pregnant, whatever. I don't know what I know there's some things you shouldn't be getting like tattoos and body modification when you're pregnant. I don't know what the properties are of henna. I don't know, so I can't really talk about that. But the belly button. Just take the belly button piercing out and get it redone when the baby's born. You can last a year without a belly button. I never understand when people keep in their belly buttons when they get pregnant. I would never understand that. As your body grows, your body stretches, you have to put maternity bars in, which these long ones like this. I just take it out. Just wait. Like, just wait until your baby has been born and then get it redone. Let's not risk infections or angry piercings while you're pregnant. Like, let's not have any issues like that, especially when like another life was like involved like this, please, because you don't want any infections in the area. I don't know. I'm not a biologist. I don't know what the rate of like infections on the front going in, like inside. I don't know. Just take it out and get it redone when the baby is born.
You do not tell me what to do.
They would never pierce an eyelid.
Not this again. Not, of God. So this was in a video, what, like a couple of months ago. This is not my content, apparently. Keeping it safe. Piercings.
But you're not even qualified to pierce an eyelid.
It's so dumb.
You've been doing this shit, what, 2-3 years? Get the fuck out of my face. You think I'm gonna trust somebody in their 20s to do an eyelid piercing?
It's just so dumb. If you look at the eyelid here, she's got like a piercing in her eyelid. And she's saying like how she'll never trust like a 20-year-old to do her eyelid piercing. You shouldn't trust anyone to do an eyelid piercing because eyelid piercings are stupid. Like, what are you doing? The idea that you could have any kind of like arrogance and like ego surrounding an eyelid piercing as if like, you couldn't possibly do it. I need someone who's way more professional. The fact that you think that this is a thing that someone could do just shows how immature and ignorant you are. What? Eyelid piercings. I remember remember, it was what, like 3 years ago, maybe a little bit more, we saw that one person who pierced the eyelid and we were all flabbergasted, absolutely, completely confabulated. It was absolutely insane. And we were all like, this is never going to happen. Someone's being stupid. And we must have seen in the past like couple of months about like 6 or 7 people with eyelid piercings. There is something, it's one of,
What's happening to you?
again, this is one of those things. I always try to educate people and tell people why things are unsafe. I have been doing this now for, 8 years or whatever. But this is one of those things that I genuinely believe that if I should have to tell you why piercing your eyelid is a bad idea,
She deserves to die.
there is no help for you. There is no safe, there is no hope. You're finished. You're cooked. You're cooked. Cooked straight into the Arga. Put you in my oven. Eyelid piercings. Grow up. God, this person has. Did they put a belly button piercing inside a surface? Like, they've got a piercing here on their forehead, right? But like, that looks like a belly button piercing. That looks like a belly button, like jewelry. That looks like, what? Did you honestly put belly button piercing jewelry inside your forehead surface piercing? What?
Why you always do these stupid things?
What? Yeah, they say it's your third eye. Yeah, you're blind. Like, what? What? And it looks so gnarly. Like, look how like rotten this bottom half looks. This looks insane. I'm hoping this is just not real. What? Imagine putting a belly button bar inside your forehead. Found in the wild. I'm not sure what type of piercing this is supposed to be. I can literally see. I can literally feel this picture. Surely that's annoying, right? God, yes, this person's got an eyebrow piercing. It's been done so low down. It almost feels like, again, it's kind of feels like it's inside the eye socket. Why are we seeing this more? I feel like the past like couple of months, we've been seeing a lot of these like really weirdly positioned piercings. In the last one, there was that girl who had like a piercing like in her eye socket here. And now we've got this guy who's got it really low and it's like in here. It looks like he has plucked his eyebrows. Maybe because they're really thin here. If his natural eyebrows grew in, it might actually feel like it's a little bit more in the correct place, but it does feel very low. But I do think some of that is because he's plucked his eyebrows. His eyebrows look really high, which makes it feel like it's kind of not in the right position because it feels like it's low. It is actually low. But I don't know. I think the eyebrow thing is making it look even worse. But that is low. Low on his eye girl. That would annoy me. That really would annoy me. And it's really low down the face as well. Like, I feel like it should be a little bit higher up. It feels like it should be maybe here. Like, obviously higher up is in like higher up towards the head, but also higher up along the brow, along the eyebrows, just closer to the center. Yeah, like this feels really low down anyway. And now he's blind. Lingos! She's back. My cat is back. 2 visits in 1 video. What do we owe this beautiful pleasure? Miss Lingos. It's Mrs. Longitudes. Mrs. Longitudes. She's like, no, I don't like your singing. Look, I haven't sung the song for a long time.
Oh, thank God for that.
You bastard fucking
What's happening?
I'm not gonna look, so just tell me when you're doing it, just so I don't jump.
Yeah, it's fine. So this is just gonna
Okay, so this person's getting some kind of piercing.
go behind you, when you can feel that, try not to jump.
Okay.
This is just
Don't jump.
Okay, just tell me when you're doing it.
Yeah. I'll go 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
So what's she getting done? She's getting a tragus done.
Rachel.
Love a tragus piercing.
Rachel.
Here, moral support is here.
I don't want to. You've got so many tattoos, madam. Like, why would you be so dramatic?
Rachel. I'm here. Rachel. I'm here.
Rachel.
Rachel, I'm here. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you bastard. You might need to send us to this. You got the worst part's on. Oh my god.
Oh my God, Fiona! Is that a piercing behind you? Oh my God!
Fiona, is that a ghost behind you?
That wasn't that bad, although you swore to high heaven. I mean, sure. I just find it weird that you'd be so dramatic of someone who's got so many tattoos. I know that piercing and tattoos feel very different, but like, I feel like if you've got things literally like your side of your face and your head tattooed, getting a tragus piercing shouldn't, like, what? And that was how she died.
Why are all these women
Dead.
Barely hanging on. Oh God, Jesus Christ. So this person has a vertical labret piercing. It's in the top of the lip, but it's like fully, literally on the edge. I always think this when it comes to places like your lips, for example, like here, like along this lip line. I would be so upset if I had a piercing, like a vertical one here that would eventually grow out down or whatever, because it does leave a scar. And then for the rest of your life, you're gonna have like a little hard scar like on your lip. And so any future partner you might have or something, like like if I was to kiss someone, I'd have like a hard lump kind of on my lip. Like a lot of the time, if I engage, I'll take this out and put it back in afterwards. Like I don't want the feeling of like a hard lump there. I don't know. But yeah, take it out. Because I mean, you say take it out. In a few days time, that's going to come out in your sleep. Like it's so close to the edge, it's going to pop off. Oh, pop off, sis. Pop goes the slat. Rejecting piercings do not look cute. Piercings that are hanging on for dear life do not look cute. This isn't a preference thing. This is just objectively looking at it the same way that infections and, you know, faded, blotchy tattoos, because you've not looked after them, they don't look good. So please look after your piercings, look after your tattoos, look after yourself, look after your body, and don't just like let your piercings go to the stage where they're basically hanging on for dear life, because it just looks stupid. It just looks stupid. Nothing about that looks like appealing. It just looks stupid. Some little twinkly-eyed person with an incredibly long bridge piercing. That is the Leaning Tower of bridge piercing. Wow. Enjoy it while it lasts, because if you keep that bar in, it's being ripped out. Well, guys, we're well and truly aboard that trigger train today. Choo choo, speed down the railway, about to crash over and plunge right us. Bye. Oh, squatteth for Jesus. Oh, Jesus, love a good peacheth. Oh, Jesus, love a get rolled on lots of a table. And Jesus had Elizabeth. Anyway. Thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome back to the Piercing Shaming Facebook page. Hopefully it gets a bit more active and we could do some more on that one, because I do enjoy doing like photos and things as well, not just like videos. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I will be doing a tattoo version of it very soon as well. The tattoo shaming also does really well with just the photos, so we will be doing one of them as very well soon as well. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. Of course, please do hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so miss any videos that are coming up, and let me like comment some stuff down below. Let me know what you thought about this. And also, as I said, yeah, any body piercers here, what the hell would those really long ass bars be used for? Because I don't know what part of the body would need such a huge bar. I don't really understand what the point of that is. Thank you for joining me today. Massive love to you all. A lovely shout out to my gorgeous Patreons, who you can see on the side of the screen here. Thank you for being a Patreon. You guys are delicious wishy. And of course, yeah, come check out the Patreon. All the blurred stuff in this video will be posted on the Patreon unblurred. And of course, we will be watching an episode of Wife Swap very soon. An exclusive content over on the I can't speak. Exclusive content on the Patreon. I do apologise, my brain has suddenly stopped working. And of course, an extra special shout out to my top tier Patreons: Athena Falling, Joe Barrington, Venom Manola, Shell Herman, I.A., Benjamin Baker, Adam Bratbatch, TNS Mum, Blue Gem, DM Bummy, Demon Bumming, Demon Bunny, Evanet Niaz, Join the Navy, Lovely Caitlin, AJ Padilla, Batty Brat, Nicholas, Peanut Mama 0724, Star Heart Sping, Phoenix Lucifer, Otter Studios, Lizzie Ann D, Andy Fitzgerald, Indy C, Kaz, Rishi, Adam Flelminster, Radhika Madala, Bethard, They Call Me Doc, Erin Grace, Amin Sale, Chloe Louise, Robin Scott Palmer, I'm a Fish, Dragon the Fiend, Oxen, and Norwegian Goblin. And with all that being said, be fabulous, be amazing, be gay, be everything you want to be, and don't let any bitch other tell you you can't be you. Why is that? Because you are flawless.